Now, if you're fed up with these cold winter nights, John Torode has got the perfect comfort food for you. He's making toad in the hole.
Yeah, toad in the hole, Yorkshire pudding and sausages. I mean, the two great comfort foods, really. But the thing is, a lot of people do big trays of them and it becomes all a bit stodgy and you don't get the crispy bits.
I can't make it.
Yeah.
My mum is brilliant at making toad in the hole. I can't do it. It won't work.
Go to your mum's and eat it there, then.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
I know.
But I mean, there is certain people who can't make certain things.
Right.
And it's like playing a piano. There's certain things you can't do. And some people... Stuff doesn't rise, scones don't work, fiddles don't work.
Yeah.
So who knows?
It's just not for me, is it?
Not for you. There you go.
But I'm assuming you're going to tell us the ideal and perfect way to make it
Well,
right.
one of the easiest ways, I think, as an Aussie, telling people how to make Yorkshire pudding is always going to be a little bit sort of, you know, weird. Sausages, I just use little chipolatas in a Yorkshire mould.
Oh.
And put them straight in the oven. Don't worry about a fry pan. It saves a huge amount of washing up. So you just do that, put it in there, and all the fat will be used to be able to cook the Yorkshire pudding.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about it.
The sausage from the fat.
The fat
from the sausage.
The fat is from the... That's it, that's the one. In a bowl, always wet ingredients first for the Yorkshire pudding. It's... I'll turn that off, because that's too high. It's 4 eggs. Start off with 4 eggs. Alison, if you're watching this, how you crack an egg. Just do that, that's fine. There's 4 eggs first. And when you make eggs and you do things like Yorkshire puddings, you need to make sure that you can mix it well. And the way you do that is by adding a good pinch of salt. And what the salt does is break down the egg white. Now, if you whisk up without the egg white being liquid, it doesn't mix properly and your egg won't go fluffy and your Yorkshire pudding won't rise. So whip the egg first with your salt, add your milk.
How much?
This is 300 milk, 4 eggs and then 250 of flour.
Okay.
All the recipes are on the app and the website and they're all there.
Right.
Once you've got your wet, then add your dry and don't worry about trying to be careful about it.
You just put it all in.
Yeah. Be confident with it. I reckon foods like kids, if you're confident with it, it won't mess up on you. The more that you sort of play to it, the more you're worried about it, the more it starts to mess up on you.
Like it's got a little life of its own.
Yeah, well, it has got a life of its own. Really, there's sort of lots of chemical stuff going on here which you don't really need to worry about. But the fact is that the more confident you are with doing stuff like this, I think the better off you'll be.
Okay.
So make your batter, and then once you've made your batter, and you sort of really just keep on stirring it.
And you just stirring it until it gets smooth?
Until you get all the lumps out, and don't worry about the lumps because they will eventually come out, because they will happen, and they have. And there's a sort of lovely sound that goes with it when it's all mixed properly, but then let it rest, not in the fridge, room temperature.
For how long?
A good hour, maybe 2
really?
or 3. It will last all afternoon. You can make it first thing in the morning before you go to church, before your Sunday roast, and then away you go.
All right.
So that's done, and then you've got your batter done. So what you do is take your snags out of... If the sausages have gone in the oven for about 10 minutes or so, and they start to colour. And then what's happened in the bottom of the dish, as you said, is all the fat.
Oh, yes.
Come on, out you come. In there, that's hot.
So it's sizzle.
You've got to be really careful.
God, there is a lot of fat in there.
There is, yeah. And so, but that's what makes the Yorkie. And then fill them right to the top. Let it really go, lots and lots and lots of it. Because the more you've got, it's got nowhere to go. If it's got nowhere to go, the only way it can go is up. Only way is up, baby. I don't usually sing to my Yorkshire puddings, but anyway.
Beautiful.
I'm absolutely fascinated by this. I'm loving it.
So what happens is, well, all that fat as well, you've got lubrication, so it can't go anywhere.
Well,
it has to go up. It has to go up.
Be like Iris.
With this carrot, I'm a fan of doing stuff which is done and sorted. So the afternoon before, the day before, some cabbage already cooked, in a pan some bacon and some onions, bacon, onions and cabbage, and just drop it together. And then a little bit of salt and pepper, that's fine.
Yum.
In a pan here, I've done what's called carrots vichy. So carrots, when you cook them, you boil them, and sometimes you don't taste like carrots anymore.
No.
So what you do is you put water and butter in a pan, and when all the water is evaporated, the carrots will be cooked, but all the juice from the carrots will still be in the pan.
So you put them in raw?
You put them in raw, and they've just been sitting away, ticking away nicely, and they get lovely and soft, and they actually still taste like a carrot.
That's a lovely way to cook a carrot.
So a carrot vichy, which is easy enough. Your cabbage just goes like, that's done. I've got gravy, and gravy's really important. If you've got one of these, it's fantastic.
We only discovered these recently. It's a thermal...
Gravy jug.
That's the one.
So you pour your gravy in it. It's a great thing for when dinner parties, because you shut the lid, it'll stay hot for an hour.
It's amazing.
So there's your gravy. Your plates are there. Peas, I've done some nice peas here.
Have you mushed them?
Yeah, here I've got some shallots and some butter and some peas and a little bit of cream and sort of half mush them. I like them to still have a bit of texture, so you sort of feel like you're eating something rather than just being mushy. So that's the deal. So gravy's done. Let's get rid of these and put another pea.
Oh, let's get plated.
They're there. And
I think you are, love. You're totally plated today.
And then what happens is they...
Oh, my goodness me, look at those.
They actually come up, and then you get this sort of great thing, and I sort of love this.
I'm not sharing this with anyone. This is
No,
mine.
you don't have to. That'll see me going. I'm going to take these out. They're sort of crispy on the outside, but still soft on the inside. There's tomato ketchup and onion marmalade, which is always worthwhile. There's a little bit of cabbage.
Send me under.
Ketchup?
Hot there.
No.
With that. But I think it's important you put your own thing on it.
Ketchup?
Well, it's here. He just said...
No.
What's wrong with ketchup? Ketchup's great.
Gravy? Why? Because you can't have gravy and ketchup mixed down a
Of course you can. Ketchup,
No,
gravy and mustard all
silly.
together.
That's not a thing, guys.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's not a thing.
That's like saying you can't have onions and mustard and ketchup and mayonnaise on a hot dog. You've got to have the whole lot. That...
No, that's all right, because they're all sauces. Gravy is a...
Is a sauce.
yeah, but it's a runny sauce. It's not like a solid
Peas.
sauce.
Peas.
Peas,
Right,
please.
yeah, that's mine there. Here we are.
There
Thank
go.
you.
And then some
Do
carrots
you want gravy
on
on
the side.
that?
Like more gravy,
I wouldn't,
like a soup.
yeah, 'cause
Why
then
wouldn't you put gravy on that?
Because it'll make it go soft.
Oh.
And he's worked so hard to make it crispy.
But a Yorkshire pudding is a vehicle for gravy.
It's on the side.
I was just going to get my lunch
Oh, you made
for
me
today. Is that right? Sorry. Is it all right to just get a bit of lunch?
You can, but I
Yeah.
It's just me box.
Yeah, mate.
I've got that. I've got that.
you.
Oh, you got the Yorkies. What do you want?
Yeah, a little
Some
bit of veg.
cabbage?
Thank you.
Very good.
Gosh, look
Might as
at
well
that.
Please help yourself.
utilise
There you
it.
go.
Can you hear
Thanks,
it?
don't mind.
It's like the family buffet here.
Can I just
hear
say,
that?
Holly and Phil, you've done really well today, you know. I'm really proud of you.
You think?
Have we?
Yeah, you've
I
done
think
really
as a sort
well.
of day, though, really, start with some corn cakes and bacon avocado, a Bloody Mary. Then have a toad in the hole and some veggie. You've definitely had all your 5 a day. It's been a good day.
It's been a very good
Good day
day.
at the office.
Yeah, and this is absolutely stunning. The Yorkshire pudding is amazing.
It's so amazing.
Is it
Thank
all right
you.
to take some
Thanks,
carrots?
guys, for being here today.
Thank you. It's been lovely.
And helping us through it all.
We should actually say thank you very much indeed for being here today.
I know. Thank you. Thank you for bearing
We're all
with
going to
us.
go home now. We're all going to wonder what we actually did today. This is just stunning.
It's good, isn't it? John, thank you very much. And I'll put all the recipe details on our This Morning app as well.